Pasta from Gragnano, the birthplace of dry pasta. Let's take a brief dive into it and to see if it's worth it, because it is on the pricier side. It is hard to find. Is it worth our time? Gragnano, Italy is situated outside of Naples, below the Monti Lattari mountains. Now that's important because that is the spring. There's a spring in the mountain that feeds into the town, and that's where they get all their fresh water. The most important fact is it is a microclimate. And what that means is it's situated in such a way below the mountains that it has the perfect wind conditions, humidity, and heat for drying pasta. For thousands of years, the people of Gragnano would dry pasta outside. They didn't have dryers. They had a way to extrude pasta through bronze dies, but they didn't have automatic machine dryers. So that's what they had to do. And they figured it out, that the pasta would dry perfectly because of the perfect conditions from the microclimate. Just to give you an idea, I live outside of Philadelphia. I could not put my pasta outside and hope that it would dry perfectly. We don't have the right conditions, and not too many places in the world do. There are 3 factors that make this pasta special. Number 1, they get incredible water from the Monti Lattari mountains. The spring, as I said, comes down. The water is low in calcium, and that has something to do with how it interacts with the protein and how it dries. Number 2, their wheat. It's grown in and around Naples, so they're using the most local semolina and durum wheat flour that they can find. And number 3, the drying periods. So when we talk about drying periods, there's industrial, and then I always say there's Gragnano style. So in the Gragnano style, it's very long drying periods. So sometimes it's up to 56 hours. That's almost 3 days. That's incredible. And also it has to be very low heat, not exceeding 50 degrees Celsius. To label a pasta from Gragnano, it has to be made and produced in Gragnano. In 2003, they were granted a IGP consortium seal, which is above, you can see it in the yellow, that it is a protected product from this region. It has to be made in Gragnano, and it has to be made in their traditional practices of drying pasta in a very slow manner. A lot of things in life are overhyped. Is this pasta worth it? I agree it is. I've been cooking with it for about 4 or 5 months now, and I can tell you that it is worth it. If you want to splurge a little bit, I encourage you to go out and find pasta from Gragnano. You will not be disappointed.